Merry Christmas, everyone. We are celebrating Christmas Day here in the studio of our very own Apple the App of the Black Eyed Peas. Hello and thank you once again. And we've had some interesting conversation earlier. If you missed that, log on to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/kababayanla18, where we talk about Apple's big 2012. Is this your best year so far, you think, or one of the best?
One of the best, one of the best year. But in my charity work, it's the best year for me. Yeah.
Yes. Let's talk about your charity work, because not too many people in your status or in your stature, they give back, and they do. They would donate, or they would lend their image, or they would show up to support a charity, but not as far as what you've gone or what you're doing, because you actually built your own foundation, and you're really hands-on in your foundation.
Yeah, I like to. That's what motivates me. Is I like to see it happening. I like to see. I like to be hands-on. I like to show really the donators where their money's going, and I like to just be involved, because that motivates me more to do more. From the groundbreaking, from ribbon cutting, and just visiting the kids over and over again to see the progress.
What do you learn from these kids?
It reminds me on how I grew up. We grew up pretty poor, but it was joyful, and you just see the joy in their eyes and the want to learn, the want to excel. You could see they really want to go to school and get computers, and the last time I visited, they're the kids were chanting computers, computers. I was like, okay, I guess that's what's next.
Right.
So they let you know what they want when you hang out with them, and and just mingle.
And I think you've perhaps you've already realized this as well. In my case, when I go there and I work for charity, I work for Gawad Kalinga, you see these people, you have so much more than what they have. But then at the same time, they're so much more generous. And you think that when you go there, you're going to give them something, but in the end, you take away something as well. They give you more.
Yeah, they give you more, the hope comes back to you. You're trying to give hope and help out, and then but at the end of the day, I'm like, wow, that's I hear the stories and the development and the progress they're making with their GPAs and stuff. You can't put a price on that feeling of that joy, wow, I felt like I made a difference today in somebody's life. Because the teachers were like, if you didn't build these schools, none of these kids would have nowhere to go and learn. So just hearing that stuff, it's like you can't put a price on it.
So you built the school. What other milestones did you have this year as far as your foundation is concerned?
Well, we've built 16 classrooms throughout Philippines, from Visayas to Mindanao to Luzon. So we've covered 3 regions, and so 16 schools, and that's it sounds like, I was like, oh, 16 schools, is that enough? In my head, it's like,
that's a lot.
It's not enough. But then you go visit and you see the amount of kids that goes through these classrooms. It's like, wow, it's amazing. And also another thing in my foundation, I just become peace ambassador recently. So we're gonna visit Mindanao, on conflict areas, and and build schools there.
That is wonderful.
And I made a song with a Mindanao an artist from Mindanao, and we made a peace song together. So it's really just really trying to collaborate with with the people, so we could take away that conflict.
Especially with somebody like you, you're very influential in your music. I always say this, music is such a mood changer. Even when you're sad, when you listen to music, you become happy. Depends on music that you listen to, of course. But then also, you can't take away music from life, because when you're sad, music. When you're happy, music. It helps too with the kids.
Yeah, well, definitely. I visited Cagayan de Oro, and when there was a recent devastation, but last year, actually, last holidays. and I just went there to visit and uplift people, and they're all in one place in just in this one center, the evacuation center, and then as soon as I get there, I was supposed to like make a speech, make him feel good. They're like, sample, sing, 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 They're like,
So you ended up giving a concert.
yeah, yeah, a mini concert, They're like making a speech. They're like, we don't want to hear that.
Right, right. Just sing it.
now.
Sing your speech. Well, between Black Eyed Peas, between your own thing, between Jeepney Records, between your foundation, between everything, when do you find the time for yourself? And when will you ever stop giving back? Will it ever be me time? Will it ever be Apple time?
No, me time is it's there every time. Like the plane ride to Philippines. That's like the most.
13 hours.
Yeah, and that's the most sleep I get. That I get the most rest.
Right.
On the plane going to Philippines. It's my own time, my own cubicle. When I go bowling, that's like my me time. So I mix it up. I mix it up with me time and work at the same time. Like I love DJing. So when I go back home for Christmas, I'm doing like a three-day charity shows, DJing shows from Manila to Boracay to Pampanga. So to me,
Wow.
that's like I'm already like vacationing and doing stuff at the same time. So that's like my me time.
Me time. Okay, me time without the family. We're going to be talking about that when we return, especially your own family, your mom, if you have plans for future family, your family, which is the Black Eyed Peas, your family, which is the foundation. More on Apple the App when we return. Don't go away.